playoffs, or the quarterfinals, but they want the easier draw to make sure they go through to the semi-final. Of course, last year's results, or sorry, 2 years ago, the results will tell us that's not necessarily guaranteed. Year-old Jaime Tragula been in the seat now for 6 years. Very strange situation back in 2011 when he took over as head coach halfway through the tournament. Well, there are still remnants of the fans who were a tad noisy, to say the least, in the previous game, Mali against the Central African Republic. And while we're on that subject, congratulations, obviously, to Mali for winning that game, but also congratulations to the Central African Republic for putting up a very spirited performance. They lost by over 50 points, but they never stopped trying, never quit, under intense pressure, physical and psychological, and they did their country proud. So here we go, it is the Ivory Coast playing in white and we'll call it red for Angola. Game 6 of day 4 in the 2017 FIBA Women's AfroBasket, and it is Italy Lucas to begin. She always likes to score the first field goal. Let's see if she does that tonight. Well, it's Ivory Coast possession with rather a clumsy dribble there by Jorge, Consequio Jorge. Watching Mali, we've been so used to such intense pressure on defence that it's almost comforting to see defence being played in the half court. Well, the Ivory Coast get underway, and right on cue, it's the girl we identified as being possibly the top player for the Ivory Coast, Kariata Diaby. But the response is immediate.
And here
Guess
you
who?
have it. Italy Lucas' first field shot from 3-point, 2 points, she always makes it.
So 4 games in a row, Italy Lucas has started the scoring, field goal-wise anyway, for Angola. And the rebound there for Angola by Cote Thomas. There's Thomas on the turnaround.
If Angola wants to compete against Ivory Coast, they have to fight for every rebound, but the last offensive possessions, I haven't seen anyone really willing to go on that board.
Abiba Cohn lays it up. Italy Lucas misses the second. I think that's 4 games in a row now she's missed the second shot, having scored the first. No backdoor up there on. Well, little bump, no call. Lucas the long pass, and it evades the fingertips of Clarissa Mpaka.
You know, Ivory Coast is quite a good team to punish the turnovers of the teams. They're averaging 20 points out of the turnovers, and I'm pretty sure Angola is fully aware of that stat, and they will really need to protect the ball and not to risk these passes, as they're not quite sure passing line.
Angola in a man-to-man. They switched very early on to a zone against Mali, and it proved very effective. It got them back in the game, really. Wow, another misplaced pass. Or the pass was probably okay, it was just the receiver didn't try and catch it with 2 hands. So a slowish start for both teams here in Group A. Goodness me, that is miles out. I'm not talking about the distance by this, but the offensive rebound is capitalised upon by Amadine Kuku.
Yeah, it could be a mile away if you trust your teammates to grab that offensive rebound, which gives you a second chance to score, and that's what happened.
Good defense along the baseline. Lucas attempts the finger roll. She's fouled. She'll go to the foul line. First shooting foul of the game. Uncompromising foul, let's say, by Kuaku. All string on the first foul shot for Lucas. Little nod there. Does that mean there's going to be some kind of pressure? Well, one-man pressure from Lucas, no one else.
Yeah, you have to score to set your defense for that pressure, but obviously the rest of the players rather backed up to protect this fast break from Ivory Coast.
I'm not sure that's what Angola require. Fade-away jump shots. We have a held ball, and the direction arrow is pointing in favour of the Ivory Coast. That's what the defense want. They want fadeaway jump shots or off-balance shots. Lots of Angolan fans here in Bamako. Got a little feisty with the Malian fans the other night. Well, the three-point attempt is way off.
I don't think that's Diaby's strongest position.
And she knows it.
And she knows very well.
Lucas penetrates, she's fouled, and she goes to the foul line again. And the foul this time, Cote. Well, she tried to keep her hands out of the way, and there was a little offensive pressure there, let's say, little handoff.
Italy Lucas is a way experienced guy, so she can use a little misposition from the defense in favor of her.
Are you saying it's star player treatment?
Yeah, I think no surprise from Angolan team offensively, to be honest. And I'm just waiting when either of the teams gonna go and put a little bit of pressure on.
Well, I was about to say there's good pressure from Angola, but the turnaround shot this time is successful for the Ivory Coast, and they go back in front. Good rebound, but no fast break possibility for the Ivory Coast, but down the floor very quickly and recover. And the rebound by Mpaka.
I haven't really seen Kariata Diaby down under the rim yet. She's the strongest, the biggest player of Ivory Coast, and she hasn't received any touches down in the paint.
Well, that's a nice pass in from Whitney Miguel, and a little turnaround hook shot makes it a tied ball game at 8 each. Bit of indecision now by the Ivory Coast. And the rebound, Lucas.
Yeah, based on this game so far, it seems like that Ivory Coast is the better three-point shooting team. Now the Angola, who has averaging 43%. I think Ivory Coast needs to change that rhythm a bit more and play down inside from in the paint.
Ivory Coast seem to have come out and said we're going to win this game from the arc.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to happen with the Angolan team.
another missed three-pointer from Lucas. Well, end-to-end stuff here, end-to-end misses. Little stutter step from Lucas. And the rebound is Miguel. And the reverse layup.
It's been a great contribution from Whitney Miguel on the board now so far. She has grabbed already 2 offensive rebounds minimum. What I've seen since the beginning of the game.
Tempting to see a player like Natalia Lucas going one-on-one and not rebounding it. Miguel said she might miss. She did miss, and she got the rebound. And she got the foul. Yeah, a little bump. Well drawn indeed by Abiba Cote. Substitutions on the Ivory Coast roster. And indeed by Angola coming on. For Angola is number 7. Sorry, it's number 2. And the first foul shot is good. Number 2 recently introduced is Rosa Gala. 2 from 2 for Abiba Koni. So nothing separating these two Group A teams as yet. The battle for top spot in the group. Lucas playing every position. Here she is in the post. Triple teamed almost. And Ivory Coast come up with a defensive rebound. Well, that's nothing if not direct, and Ivory Coast on the foul line.
Number 14 from Angola, Cote. She had a great contribution 2 days ago in the game. She has scored 19 points, and now Natalia Lucas has gave her good open look, good release from that trap in the corner. But unfortunately, Concavas has missed this time. But we will probably see more shots from this forward.
On the foul line for the Ivory Coast for the lead, it's Kani Kuyati. We've had some terrific games here on day 4 of this competition. No close games though, but we had games that should have been close and were close until late. And here go the Ivory Coast on the break for a 3-point lead. That's enough as far as Jaime Calvilla is concerned. He wants to talk it over. 13-10 with 2:25 to go in the first. Ivory Coast in the lead. Rather angry coach Calvilla. How ironic if the Ivory Coast win this, having lost heavily to Mali and Angola beat Mali. And then again we'll be in a 3-way tie at one stage. Mali won easily today. Although in a tie, that massive gap, Mali against Central African Republic won't count because the Central African Republic won't be involved in the tie. We may have 3 teams involved in the tie. Well, my heart was to beat then. I thought we had a power cut, but quickly restored.
Would have been nothing new, right, at this championship?
Certainly wouldn't be the first. Do we have 2 Kuyati sisters on now? Number 14, Mariana, and number 10, Kani. So after the timeouts, Angola back on offense. Well, that's a good rebound by Ivory Coast. Angola in a zone. And on that occasion, they're going to pay for it because there was no communication. Foul by Angola's Luisa Makuto Thomas. No help at all. That's what's being communicated now. So Ivory Coast on the foul line.
Luisa Thomas has grabbed 12 rebounds in yesterday's game. Oh, 10, pardon, 10. So she has been a big element for Angola on the board in yesterday's games against Tunisia when they won by 7 points, and today he hasn't showed the same effort yet.
Wow, Diaby, they're looking disappointed with their own effort there on the foul line. The flat shot never looked like going in, either of them. Good hands. That's a poor shot and well read. The rebound was superbly read by Italy Lucas. Always a threat. A speculative pass, let's call that. And the foul. And Ivory Coast have got the foul on again. Rosa Gala the foul. And you might say that that came from not the best pass that Italy Lucas has ever thrown.
Yeah, she was trying to tell her teammate that she needs to go on the high post for the angle to receive the pass, but you can't just throw the pass and when your teammate is not there and try to force her by that pass to come there, because that's exactly what happens, that they turn the ball over, and Ivory Coast is such a good team to punish the turnovers in the quick breaks.
Well, Diaby missed 2 foul shots, but Kani Koyate hit them both. At the moment, Ivory Coast leading as a result of their prowess on the foul line. Cabales. New shot clock, well, new 14 rather, because the foot violation reset it to 14. Coach Cabales has taken a certain player out. That's that player, Italy Lucas, and the long pass is too long.
Yeah, I think she has passed the Angolan bench more than her teammate. Too much power for Mariana Cote.
Coach Grillo there telling the bench what should have happened. Not that they could do anything about it. Eusebio penetrating and getting stripped. There she goes. She thought she had a layup, but she hadn't got the ball. This is a slow start for Angola. Not quite as slow as the start they made against Mali, remember. They were trailing 5-20 then. They were recovered on a buzzer beater at half-time by a certain Italy Lucas to lead by 2. And the three-pointer makes it an 8-point lead. Kayati again, the younger. Well, that woke the crowd up.
I'm pretty sure it's an unexpected beginning for Angolan team to be down by 8 after the first period.
Well drawn foul there by Makana Felipe. 1.2 seconds on the clock. It's got to be a quick shot. And that is the end of the quarter. So, good quarter for the Ivory Coast. 18-10 they lead.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see statistics of turnovers, because exactly what we've spoke about previous this game, that it's going to be important for Angola to protect their ball, because Ivory Coast is such a good team to punish those turnovers. We haven't seen it so far, them to protecting their ball.
Both these teams have aspirations of going to Spain next year. Remember, the gold medalists and the silver medalists, 2 finalists next Sunday. They will earn a spot in the FIBA Basketball World Cup for women.
We've seen that Angola is shooting 20% from the field. That's a very low percentage. Normally they have about a 31%, so it's not really surprised, but what's surprising so far is that low percentage, 20% of three-point lines as well. So now there is no aspect to support them offensively, and that's why they have scored only 10 points in this quarter.
Well, coming into this game, I would have put slight odds on Angola being the favourites for it. But you cannot doubt the commitment of the Ivory Coast. They've recovered well from the battering, the physical battering they got from Mali the other night. So here we go, the start of the second quarter. It is Angola in possession and Eusebio at the point. 15 is Felipe. And it goes to the low post. That's a good rebound and an M1. And just look at the reaction of coach Simon Goulot on the sideline there, angry. Fofana, was it Fofana or Diaby got the foul? I suspect by the teapot stance, the double teapot. In fact, it's Diaby who got it. Yeah, it certainly was, number 13. So at the top of the program, she does get into foul trouble. So too does Fofana. So those two bigs of the Ivory Coast have got to look out. And the three-point play is completed by Matikite. Not seen much of Matikite, number 20 in this tournament so far. Ivory Coast lead back to 5, and the foul there. I think that's Gala, Rosa Gala. He's smiling inwardly anyway. Coach Goulot takes Diaby out. Not much eye contact there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to risk that Diaby would commit that third foul quite early in this game.
It's good defense from Angola, but they can't do anything to stop the three. And I think you can safely say that Abiba Kone enjoyed those 3 points. Good rebound and the foul. And coming off the Angolan bench, Christina Makite has caused a few problems for her opponents. The foul there is Ngoran, Bru Ngoran. Well, many people, many players have their little idiosyncrasies on the foul line. I've not seen that one before.
We haven't seen Matikite too much on the court yet, so we might haven't noticed that because she might haven't shot any free throws. We don't have that stats available.
Idiosyncrasy or not, she put them both in. The three-pointer goes up and out, and Rosa the rebounder. Alliteration there, but she's not normally known as Rosa the rebounder. Fofana couldn't quite hang on to the ball, but it was rescued. Look at the defense in that low post there. That's a foot violation, so the shot clock is reset to 14. Number 15 for Angola has not had too much court time either, so perhaps coach Jaime Calvilla thinking of games ahead. I think he'll do that tomorrow against the Central African Republic, but perhaps a little early against the Ivory Coast, who put another 2 in, 23-15, and again it is Ngoran. Angola just can't make an impact at the moment. Now they can, no with the three.
I've heard you make that impact. It's important to hit at least one shot for that mental confidence for Angola. right now struggling from that line so far.
Neither team having a particularly high percentage from the arc, 20% and 22% combined. And that percentage has just risen for the Ivory Coast. And we have an injury with Nikita. I think she had the wind knocked out of her. Or, no, it's a knee injury. Yeah, well, she's obviously carrying that coming into this. There's that 3 from Kanikuyati. Now, where was the injury?
Yeah, it's definitely her left knee. And it's been taped already.
It doesn't look good, does it? Coach Avila there doesn't look too concerned as the cold spray goes on. There's that 3 points, a nice pass from Fofana, all the time in the world.
Yeah, one interesting fact that Angola has got back into that zone defense would they have been playing against Mali the previous games, and Angola, Ivory Coast so far, thanks to their high percentage of 3-point shots, is filling this zone now last couple of possessions. It's important to have a good percentage from that line because it just opens up the space down under the rim for bigs to play.
Yeah,
because the defense gonna contest now every shot.
3 ways of beating a zone: get there before it, find the seams in it, the holes in it, or just shoot it to pieces. That's good rebounding from Ivory Coast, and here go Ivory Coast on the break. And very nearly lose it, but regain it. Still in this zone, Angola, and it's not... No, actually, they've switched to a man-to-man.
Yep.
And it's not that effective. Well, a foul, a holding foul. With 5 on the shot clock.
That's been a good strategic move again from Coach Cote how to go back to man-to-man defense because obviously their zone defense hasn't been effective. They've got hit against them 2 or 3 3-point shots so far, and
I think that's a travel.
Yeah, it's time for change of defense.
So there is a kind of a saying: if it is broke, fix it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will see that zone again in this game because changing the rhythm defensively and pushing the defensive team to think about their offense. That's one of the keys.
Yeah, we saw a coaching masterpiece earlier on. Mozambique coach kept switching from man to zone, alternating offenses. Oh, that's a clumsy foul. They left her arm in there. The innocent look of Humi referee. That's a pretty obvious foul by Doniema.
Instead of moving her feet, she just reached after that ball, and that's obvious foul.
I've heard that called a clothesline foul, just hanging your arm out. Now that's criminal, I think. Kanikuyati has time to tap ahead and call the play. Get in her face, the defense. That's better. Shot clock on 5. Ivory Coast don't seem to be going anywhere unless that goes in. They just missed.
It's a good recovery now from Ivory Coast team. Again, another clumsy foul because it wasn't needed. She had 2 her teammates behind her back. That's why it's important to communicate because she might didn't see them, and her big player is supposed to say, "Be here, be safe. I don't need to reach."
First sight tonight of Fatima Diawara, who arrived at the tournament late. She did play in that Mali game. I think she's carrying a bit of an injury. Number 7, a real quality player. And if she can get through any injury that she may be carrying, then she may be a decisive factor in this entire tournament. She got hurt at the end of the Mali game. Fofana. Oh, good rebound by Felipe. And a turnover. No, it's not a turnover, sorry, it's a held ball, so direction arrow pointing in favour of the Ivory Coast. Protect the ball is the message there, Felipe.
Don't put the ball down, I would say as well. Once you get it, open up your elbows so no one can just come and grab it.
But don't swing them. Natalia Lucas back in number 1 for Angola. Not resting on her shoulders. In the later stages of the competition, she's bound to go in under an awful lot of pressure. defense. Don't give them a look at the hoop. And that's called a double dribble. Well, I'd like to get another look at that, but no replay available. I thought it was a travel, actually. The referee called a double dribble. And again, I'm not the man with the whistle. A rare open shot for Angola.
It's the second time Goran has stayed dropped down away from her player, and this time Felipe has punished that.
The lead for Ivory Coast down to 6. Fofana wheeling and dealing. Poor shot from a very experienced player. Lucas, 3-on-2. The behind the back pass. I'm not sure there was a need for that. That's an open shot, which misses by a long way.
Now we've seen 2 Ivory Coast players trying to attack the fast break, and 3 bigs just walking in their defensive half.
And here's Lucas again, 1-on-4. She waits for the cavalry to arrive. It does arrive.
And not this time.
And no end product.
Again, Felipe has got the shot completely uncontested. I don't know what's going on with the Ivory Coast team. It seems like they're running out of breath a little bit now.
Here's Lucas again. In terms of what we've seen today, this is a relatively slow and quiet game. Now there's an injury on the floor. I think it's just someone, number 14 for the Ivory Coast, just tripped Kuyati there. Don't think there's any contact. She's coming out.
I've seen that quite often before, that Ivory Coast players are sitting on the floor until the referee has whistled their whistle, but I don't think there has been anything serious, because it seems like she just walked all right to the bench, but who knows, right? We see it too far away, so...
Well, I don't think there's a sniper in the crowd. She just fell over.
Yeah. Or she just maybe... Or the coach needed a sub, so...
Possibly,
Could have been a strategic move as well.
So you're saying Simon Gorlo, the French coach, might have said, "Hey, fall over, I need..."
Yeah, it could have been, right? We don't hear that far, but who knows?
Lucas for no points. Not having her best game yet. Good hands. And the pass. An inch-perfect pass leads to a foul.
And this time Clarisse Mpaka has caught this long pass from Natalie Lucas.
And smart play, actually, from Clarisse Mpaka. She knew there was contact coming, so made sure the referee called it a shooting foul. Timeout, Ivory Coast. So 26 plays 20 with 3:18 remaining in the first half. The lead has been 8. It's just 6 now. Sluggish start from the Ivory Coast, and Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, are making them pay for it. And here's Coach Guillot.
Le ballon est donné dans l'aile. Il y a une intérieure qui est là. Je pousse la grande à l'arrière au transfert. Quand on a transféré, elle descend et elle remonte. Après, la petite est bonne.
Remember what's at stake here. If the Ivory Coast win this, there will be a 3-way tie at the top of Group A. And then points difference will come into account. The other team in this group that won't be involved in the tie, Cameroon, had a good win today, 40-all against Tunisia after 3 quarters, and a terrific 4th quarter meant Cameroon, last time's silver medalist, are in the knockout stage again. Well, we have 2 foul shots. Well, there's the player we thought fell over. She tripped, actually, probably tripped on her own shoelaces or something like that, but still receiving attention on the bench. Well, Clarisse Mpaka misses the first, but not the second. So it's a 5-point game with 3:18 to go in the first half. Angola back in a man-to-man. Their preferred option. Well, it certainly is almost a steal. three-pointer was a killer because Angola had worked so hard to get possession there. And then late in the shot clock, and they give the ball away as well, and they give it back as well. And again, turnovers galore. Mayhem here. Vitaly Lucas, that pass was never on, and it is Angola possession. Goodness me, 10 seconds of chaos.
Wow, we see some intensity now by the end of the period two. Everyone wants to run the fast break, but no one wants to execute the pass.
The facial expression there of Jaime Calvilla says, what on earth was that all about? And Doniema pulls up for the jumper and misses considerably. Considerable margin, rather. Well, this is not the Angola we saw playing against Mali. Well, actually, it is in the first sort of 10 minutes or so when they were trailing 5-20. They made a stirring comeback. Going to have to do the same again to be able to beat the Ivory Coast. But forewarned is forearmed. I'm not sure the Ivory Coast are kind enough to let them come back. Especially as Fofana there on the turnaround makes it a 10-point lead again.
Yeah, we see that her position now there, short corner from the spin. We've seen her shoot there a couple of times already, and this time she's been successful.
Oh, the lane opened up. And Clarissa Mpaka said, thank you very much. Last 2 minutes of the first half. Game could still go either way, of course. No backdoor there on. Fofana at the top. 2 seconds on the shot clock. There's the shot clock buzzer. Good defense from Angola.
Yeah, they have read great offense of Ivory Coast when there's been a weak side screen on the big center cutting through. They have communicated that action pretty well, so no disadvantage in this offense, and they force Ivory Coast for a shot clock violation.
Well, I think the Angolan defense there made the Ivory Coast play where they didn't want to play, out of position completely, and that is a shooting foul. Under any context. There we go, taking it to the hoop and reach in by 1, 2 or even 3 players. Only one of them, of course, gets the foul, and that is Adju Kuaku. Clarissa Mpaka on the foul line, makes the first. It just feels as though Angola not playing very well, but they're hanging on in there. Despite only getting 1 from 2. It's a 7-point lead for the Ivory Coast with 70 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, that's clumsy if ever I saw it. Oh, and that's even worse. What on earth happened there? Fofana is asking, what are you... Well, Fofana just ran into her own player, and then Angola somehow conjured up the pass back, but they keep possession. Now Lucas just ticking down to the last minute of the first half.
Yeah, we've seen this play before that. Now one of the bigs gonna come screen Lucas's defensive player, and that's the action.
Oh, lovely. Well, it all went brilliantly except for the final shot. And then Ivory Coast give it away again. So let's try that offense again. She's behind you.
Great pass.
Nice pass, yep. And the 2. Well, that's the second lovely assist pass from Lucas. The first, they failed to score. The second, no problem. It's back to a 5-point game. And there are 4-second differential between game and shot clock at the end of the first half. It feels as though it's been all Ivory Coast, but they're only leading by 5. And they increased that in the last few seconds of the first half. Well, there was a holding foul. So Angola, I think that's just their 4th team foul. So you've got to say they had 1 foul to give, and they gave a good one. Yeah, smart foul. Didn't want the layup. 7 seconds. The lead is 5 for the Ivory Coast. Out of bounds. Oh, that was not the best out of bounds pass I've seen. And that was not the best pass inside either. Not again, surely. Not this time. Almost a buzzer beater again from Vitaly Lucas. As she rushes off to the locker room, it is 31-20. Sorry, 31-26. Ivory Coast leading Angola. The sixth and final game of the penultimate day of the group stage of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. And the Ivory Coast leading Angola by 5. And remember, if the Ivory Coast win this, there will be a three-way tie at the top of Group A. So there are the stats. Ivory Coast leading on the scoreboard and leading on the rebound tally as well. 5 steals to Angola compared to 1 by the Ivory Coast, and the fouls precisely even. As we watch highlights, a little left-handed shot there from Diaby, but then she got into a little bit of foul trouble. And Natalie Lucas inevitably scored the first field goal for Angola. But she couldn't really get a game going after that. At one stage, the Ivory Coast led by 10, thanks to some very, very good outside shooting. And I think Angola have just that one solitary three-pointer that Lucas began their offense with.
Yeah, they're still shooting at 22% so far. They hit 2 in the first half of the game, which is not too typical for this team, who's been one of the best three-point shooting team in this tournament.
So we have a game on our hands here, folks. On the penultimate day of the group stage, it is the Ivory Coast 31, Angola 26. Hello again and welcome back to the Palais des Sports Salamatu Mega in Bamako, Mali. We're about just another 3 minutes remaining of the half-time interval in this, the last game on the penultimate day of the group stage. This is a Group A game, and at the moment it is the Ivory Coast leading Angola 31-26. And the intriguing thing here is if the Ivory Coast win this game, there will be a three-way tie at the top of the group. Each team will have won 3 and 1-1. The other team in the tie, Mali. And we work it out. Roy Birch, and with me is Teresa Brantlova. We work it out that Mali would lead in the tie, because if there is a tie for 3 places, or tie involving 3 teams, then you form a league table with those 3 teams in it, and it's points for and points against, and Mali would have the advantage. They won by 21 against the Ivory Coast, whereas Mali lost by 9 to Angola, so it all depends on the difference here. Of course, if Angola can turn this around and win, then it would be 4-0, and there'll be no question who leads the group. Angola play the Central African Republic tomorrow, and we will make the reasonable assumption that they would win that. That's a big if at the moment, because at the moment Angola are not playing their best basketball, and Ivory Coast are leading by 5. The key stats, the leading scorer for Angola, I think I've said it before, almost inevitably, it's Italy Lucas, the number 1. She's got 6 points. She's also got 5 rebounds and 3 steals. And for the Ivory Coast, leading scorer in the game is number 6, FIBA Cote, on 9 points. She's also dished 4 assists. And the top rebounder in the game, well, actually, the top rebounder of the game is again Italy Lucas with 5 rebounds, but the top rebounder for the Ivory Coast is Kariata Diaby on 4 rebounds. So Angola have work to do to secure a top spot in the group. And at the moment, they are being outcoached, outplayed by Simon Guillot, a Frenchman in charge of Cote d'Ivoire. Italy Lucas explaining what the team need to do, and there's coach Jaime Kabila. So Angola will get us underway, and it's Rosa Gala to inbound. Roy Birch and Teresa Brantlova. Teresa, are you surprised by the scoreline at the moment?
I'm not too surprised, to be honest, because we've seen Ivory Coast playing a great game already before, and we know that their defense is such great, and keeping Angola on 26 points, that could give them the chance to win the game. It will depend if they're going to manage their turnovers in this game, because the second quarter they haven't managed it properly, and that's why Angola has got back and decreased that margin in a score.
Well, shooting foul there. It's got Diaby takes it to the hole, and she's fouled by either Gala or Thomas. Don't actually see who this referee signalled. Well, she missed 2 from 2 in the first half, but no problem with the first on this occasion to increase the lead to 6 for the Ivory Coast. From 2, the lead stretches to 7. We work it out that if the Ivory Coast want to take second spot in any 3-way tie, they've got to win by more than 9. Oh, that's a great no foul by Italy Lucas. Great presence of mind, and then not such a good pass.
Yeah, I think FIBA Cote just thought that there are some teammates supporting her, going behind her, and she hasn't seen that. There's no one so far.
Italy Lucas thinking long and hard. They've come back from more than this before, though, Angola, particularly against Mali. They were trailing by 15 in the first half. Well, nice 2.
Diaby has decided by herself that that's her offense, and great individual move from this big player.
The lead 9. It has been 10. At last, a three-pointer for Angola. And it's Clarissa Mpaka. It's back to a 6-point game.
Still see man-to-man defense now from Angolan team. Trying to play aggressive.
Well, pick and roll was read with consummate ease by Angola's Rosa Gala rather. But all for nothing because she missed a relatively open shot.
It's been not ideal spacing now. 3 players running the same line. If that situation happens, the player with the ball needs to spread out the floor a bit to make it more difficult for defense to guard it.
An Ivorian turnover. That turnover is pretty even, but one more by the Ivory Coast. This is good defense from the Ivory Coast. The three-pointer from Itali Lucas makes it a 4-point game. That's a second triple.
Yeah, no matter how many shots this girl misses, she still feels confident to take another one.
My apologies, my maths is awful. It's a 3-point game. Oh, great penetration, but full layup. Did all the hard work. And luckily for the Ivory Coast, they got the rebound.
With 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, the shot clock very, very low. And still, Cote got the left-handed layup in.
Yeah, Bubakone plays with a big taste in today's game.
Another 3 from Lucas and another successful three-pointer. And now it's just a 2-point game. 37 plays 35.
I think there's going to be a switch in who's going to defend.
Well, apparently that was just a 2-pointer from Lucas. Angola seems to have got the bit between their teeth now, particularly this lady.
Yeah, and there is a switch of defender on Itali Lucas.
In and out. And Diaby the rebound.
Yeah, Bubakone was speaking to her coach about that she can't play offense and defense. So now we see...
That's a double dribble. She had already dribbled. Well, the interpretation on a double dribble is if it's a fumble, it's not part of the dribble. But that was definitely 2 dribbles. She dribbled, picked it up, and dribbled again. Lucas trying to share the basketball around. Gala. Mpaka at the point now. The left-handed shot misses. No long pass on. Diaby playing a kind of captain's role here for the Ivory Coast. Not exactly dictating the play, but helping it.
There's no pass now for Bubakone. And 3.
No pass, but who cares? I'll take the 3.
Yeah, Kani Koyate just hit that 3, and now she needs to go to Itali Lucas.
And it's back to a 6-point game. Lucas using traffic to get free. Gala. There's an off-the-ball foul. And Coach Gulot is making a substitution for Fana. Is it for Fana?
No, I think it's Irene Bugini, number 12, just coming in instead of Mami Kitsuse.
Out of bounds, Angola. Off the glass, no good. Great rebound by Kouakou. Well, Angola have led, but very, very early on. And since then, it's been all Ivory Coast. Nowhere to go there. And a travel by the player who intercepted the pass.
A great read from Rose Agala. She has followed by her eyes the ball and she read that passing line for a steal, but unfortunately she has walked.
But sadly for them, Whitney Miguel travelled. This time, and over the back, didn't touch anything, so we play on. That's great recognition, and the lead back to 8.
Henrietta Diaby is such strong, big player with great footwork as well. Learning lesson for people who's watching.
Good refereeing there as well. Referee attempted to call if he goes over the top of the backboard, but he didn't touch anything. So we play on. Nice pass in, great pass. But the miss. Coast to coast, and the miss, but the rebound and the turnaround, and it's a 10-point game again. Timeout Angola. Great reactions there, particularly from Kouakou. She read the fact that the shot was going to miss and picked up an easy rebound and then dropped it in. 44 plays 34. Angola in trouble. Sure, we're in a situation where Natalie Lucas doesn't want to have to do it all herself, because that's not good team basketball, but she needs a bit of help. And at the moment, Ivory Coast are coasting, so to speak.
Yeah, I think Ivory Coast plays well more balanced game because their guards trying to be dangerous from a long distance, and they're giving touches to their bigs as well. Diaby Henrietta, they just missed her once when she had that mismatch down in the low block, but you know, they just kept playing, and I believe that at the moment they're a better team on the court.
No doubt about it. A reminder that Angola beat Mali by 9, so if the Ivory Coast can win this one by more than 9, then they will be involved in a 3-way tie, but they would have the edge over Angola on the countback. And Mali would be top of that little 3-team group. So what can Angola do to get themselves back into this game? 44-34, the Ivory Coast lead with 3:57 to go in the third. Mistake. I thought the game had gone quickly. Here's Lucas. Cavallo. Where is the three-point threat from Cavallo, number 14, that we saw against Mali? Well, you can't score a three-pointer if you don't even look at the hoop, and that's Cavallo at the moment, but the foul drawn there by Jorge.
Yeah, if she would have kept her hands high, probably wouldn't have been called as a foul, but because she had that one hand on the player, that's an obvious push.
Key player for the Ivory Coast, Kouakou, 4 fouls for the number 11. It's back to 9. Back to 8. Good footwork, but the shot was blocked. Good hands from Whitney Miguel. Here's Lucas, nice little pass inside, and Miguel, she blocked the shot at one end and then missed the layup at the other.
Great veteran from the Angolan team. Back into man-to-man defense.
Diaby not offering a threat. And why should she when her teammates are performing brilliantly?
You know, in previous games, we've seen that man-to-man defense, that the defense were forcing offense to do what they wanted, but now, Angolan man-to-man, they're just standing in the defensive stance and waiting what Ivory Coast is gonna do.
If in trouble, Angola obviously look to that lady, Natalie Lucas, her third three-pointer, and it's back to a 7-point game. Hanging on by the skin of their teeth, Angola. Ivory Coast enjoying so much more freedom now. They had no freedom at all, no space. Couldn't breathe against Mali. Lucas. Gala. That's another three-pointer. It's back to a 4-point game, 6 without reply for Angola. Breathing some fire into Angola's offense now.
Great recognition from the Army.
And the rebound is snaffled by Goncalves. Oh, that's a pretty clumsy foul. In fact, it's been called unsportsmanlike. No attempt for the ball.
Well, there has been no help from the weak side from FIBA. Cote, I think she was just watching her teammate to foul and instead of move her body into the split line of the court, where is the easiest way and closest way to go for the help of penetration.
Timeout, Ivory Coast. Coach Simon Gouleau has seen enough. He's seen a 10-point lead become a 5-point lead. There's discrepancy between our graphic and the scoreboard. The scoreboard reads 46-41. Let's see if we can hear what Coach Gouleau has to say. No, I can't lip read, especially if it's in French. So Lucas leading Angola with 12 points, 5 rebounds as well to her. 1:41 to go in the third, and it's a 5-point lead for the Ivory Coast. This is where we were at half-time, so it's been an even third quarter so far. But you just feel as though the momentum is with Angola. Lovely turnaround shot there from Diaby. Great footwork as well. It's the same move 3 times. We did highlight her at the top of the program with good reason. 8 points and 6 rebounds. The number 13 for the Ivory Coast. And considering she was in not exactly foul trouble early on, but she did pick up 2. And number 11 for Ivory Coast, there's a red mark against her name on the main scoreboard, which means she's fouled out. Yeah, obviously that was her last foul. It was called unsportsmanlike. First is good for Consequeo Jorge. And the second, and possession. So a 3 here would mean a tie, having trailed by 10. The masters or mistresses of the comeback. Angola. Lucas. Where's the signal? She's going to shoot. Well, she got it. It's tied at 46s. 10 without reply for Angola. Lucas moves on to 15 points.
It's just unbelievable that the defense still hasn't contested any of her shots.
Diaby is fouled by Whitney Miguel, who gives her opinion. And that opinion was there was a travel there, but the referee thought otherwise. Let's have a look. Could have had a point, actually. But, eventually, the foul was called. The Ivory Coast regain the lead. 9 points now to Kariata Diaby. Under the pressure, that is very cool indeed. Here's Lucas. 70 seconds remaining, third quarter. Patient play now from Angola. Can't get it in there, now they do. On the turnaround, Goncalves. She passed to herself. Well, she was fouled, but I've always been led to believe that if you shoot an air ball and catch it, especially this close.
Yeah, we have to give her credit for that 4 on the board again. Like she knew she hit that air ball, but she hasn't gave up on that.
Perhaps the fact that it touched the backboard influenced the referee to call the foul. Perhaps it wasn't an air ball. Perhaps it was just a bad shot. And Cowles missed, or rather hits the first. It's a 1-point game. She was dynamite from the arc against Mali. Well, she misses the second, but the rebound, and goodness me, Angola hit the front. Vitaly Lucas snuck in there for the rebound, and she converted it. 48-49, that'll tick up any moment now. Can't get it in there. Fofana wasn't open. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, the rebound. It's mayhem out there. The shot is blocked. Now we have a technical foul. The coach said too much.
Yeah, I think now Ivory Coast has got taken away a bit of the frustration we feel from Angola and turn back into the game.
So a coach technical is 2 shots and possession. It was definitely something that Coach Simon Golo said. Drew the attention of the referee, and Vitaly Lucas gets the first. Well, 1 shot and possession. I thought a coach technical was 2. Mind you, it changes like the weather. So Angola in front by 2, and possession. Or perhaps it was someone on the bench that said something. Perhaps it wasn't the coach.
And again, we see that isolation of Vitaly Lucas for the last couple of seconds of the offense. One big goal set the screen for her.
3-second differential between game and shot clock. Lucas.
Ooh.
And that's an unsportsmanlike foul. She said she was fouled. The referee said, no, it was you who fouled. Well, they're discussing anyway, but whatever. It's an unsportsmanlike foul. There's the turnover. There's the steal. There's the foul. A smiling Vitaly Lucas. This game has swung back in favour of Ivory Coast, at least at 3/4 time anyway. That's cool from Kenny Kuyati. 49 plays 50. They'll have this shot and possession. It's tied at 50s. 6 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Ivory Coast in possession. Are they going to get a shot away? Are they going to look for a foul? No, they're not. Got a long shot, and the shot beats the buzzer, but it doesn't go in. So 50 plays 50 in this scintillating Group A game. Angola came into this game, played 3-1-3. Ivory Coast played 3-1-2.
Yeah, and the game is open. We start again from 0-0 for the last period of the game.
We've saved the best till last here in Bamako, and it's all about who's going to Spain at the end of this tournament. I guarantee you it will be wonderful next September in Spain for the FIBA Women's World Cup. And either of these teams, or even both, could be there. Of course, Mali, Nigeria, Senegal, Cameroon may have something to say about that.
And we see the Angolan's team is back on their 43% from the 3-point line, thanks to Vitaly Lucas' contribution.
Highlights of Lucas, highlights of everybody, in fact. Highlights of that 3rd quarter. I remember Angola came back from trailing by 10 points to tie it at 50s with 1 quarter to go. We've not had overtime in this tournament yet. It's late in the evening here in Bamako, but I'm sure if we do get overtime, everyone here will stay to see the end result. Had a game earlier on in which Tunisia and Cameroon tied after 3 quarters, and then Cameroon ran away with the 4th quarter. Are we going to see another situation like that? Well, Ivory Coast, they have first touch in the 4th quarter. Little indecision there. Shot clock single figures. And that's a travel. Yeah, she thought she got away with it, Cote, but that was a definite travel. There we go. 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4 even. How she can complain? I've no idea. Possible embarrassment. Oh, here she goes again.
Yeah,
goodness me.
That's Anna Concavas, we know from that game against Mali when she scored 19 points, supporting Italy Lucas in that contribution.
And the thing is, she doesn't give any signal that it's coming. It's a snapshot. And there she is getting the rebound. And the foul for Fofana. From being 10 points adrift, Angola are leading by 3. Are they going to do a Cameroon and run away with this fourth quarter? Italy Lucas coming off the screen again. Fofana. The back door is on. No foul, and that's just out of the shooter's hands. So end-line ball, Ivory Coast.
It's been a great help from Diaby. She has arrived at that situation very well. She has been on a split line, so no too far away, go help.
I always say to my shooters, if you put one in, do it again. Concalves. Why she didn't threaten then, I've no idea. Oh, the loose ball drops into the hands of an Ivorian. The tension has ratcheted up here in Bamako. The lane opened up, no way through. That's a travel. Yep. Good defense. Angola stood their ground. And Abiba Kone, having had a good first half, travelled. Italy Lucas taps the head for the play. Miguel dwelling on the arc. Lucas. Will we see a timeout if Angola score here? Well, they didn't score and they didn't get the rebound either. They didn't even contest the rebound.
Yeah, I think Angola had a wrong person to shoot that threes because Concavas is on fire. Well, she hit that first, but she should have ended up on that.
Yeah, either Concalves or Miguel can shoot the three. So can Lucas. Here we go on the break with Angola. Good steal. Gala inside. And the rebound, a flying rebound from Concalves. Was she fouled? She looks around, hoping that the call has been made her way. Great hustle. Such competitive tournaments. And there's a player lying in quite a degree of distress. It's the right knee of, I can't identify the player's number.
It's number 2, Rosa Gala.
A key player for Angola. And she looks to be in some trouble. It's her ankle, left ankle. Well, rather worried looking Jaime Kabila there. Hoping it's not a bad injury. Because they are in the playoffs, in the quarterfinals. But she is a key player. They want her there. She is in agony. I hope she's not dislocated it. Well, she didn't dare put weight on the left foot. Tears, yeah, she really is in trouble. I'm not sure whether cold spray is the best thing at the moment. Well, Italy Lucas doing everything for the team. Carrying off the injured players as well. I don't think we're going to see Rosa Gala again. Not tonight, anyway. So back to the action. 7:43 to go in the fourth. Angola by 3. What can the Ivory Coast do to get themselves back into the game? Not that they're out of it by any means. Fofana looking baseline. The 3 goes up and out. Lucas the rebound. Another rebound. Good decisions. Wait for the cavalry to arrive. There's a holding foul. Yeah, Whitney Miguel causing all kinds of problems inside, and Fofana fouled her. Fofana and Kilcals, very similar build, similar action. They have a very similar game as well. Lucas for no points. Now Ivory Coast pushing the ball down the floor to use as little of the shot clock as possible. Fofana, the jump shot, the turnaround. She's a quality player, having an average tournament for her, but she makes it a 1-point game.
That was an important shot to stay in the touch with Angolan team. 6.5 minutes to go.
Lucas penetrates and is fouled. It was the hesitation dribble that drew the foul. There is so much tension in this game. If the Ivory Coast win, there's a three-way tie at the top of the group. If Angola win, they are top of the group, undisputed. Miguel for three.
That's a big three from Whitney Miguel.
It's either Miguel or Concals. They kill you from the arc. It's a 4-point Angolan lead now. That's a long shot and a great shot. It's a 1-point game again. What a game Kenny Coyote is having.
No one gets anything for free in this game. Everyone wants to grab that win.
Well, Angola shooting an amazing 47% from the arc. And the steal, the turnover, and Ivory Coast have a possibility, but they give the ball away. More haste, less speed. Concals, not this time. Now Ivory Coast are 3-on-0. They must score, and they take the lead. Oh, they should have taken the lead. Heavens above, where did that missed layup come from?
That's such a shame, because they could have been leading in this game, and these 2 points could easily cost them this tie game.
So Itali Lucas says, right, we got out of jail there, let's slow it down. That's a 2-pointer, which misses. Angola get the rebound, and they get the loose ball as well. Inside for Lucas for three, well spotted. It's back to a 3-point game halfway through this fourth quarter.
Yeah, while Ivory Coast was discussing that with the referees that it has been fouled, Angola just used that time to find an open player.
Well, we've saved the best for last tonight. The penultimate round. And the foul, yeah. Concals was just muscling her man out of bounds despite the smile. There's a lovely backdoor cut. And Jejemel was shunting out of bounds. Diaby back in for the Ivory Coast. Well, you've got to look at the hoop, be a threat in that corner. And there's a foul along the baseline. The foul is Angola's number 5, Afonso, Barbosa Afonso, getting a little bit of court time here. We've hardly seen her all week.
Yeah, Concav's help came a bit too late. Again, we haven't seen any player on the split line to protect the basket and be there on time for their help.
Judged to have been a shooting foul, and again it's Kenny Coyote on the foul line, makes the first to make it a 2-point game. Make it a 1-point game. Great drama here in Bamako in this key Group A game, key as far as positions in the group are concerned for the last 8, the quarterfinals, the knockout. Lucas for Miguel, almost dropped the dribble. Concalves, I don't believe she was frightened to shoot there. Here's Lucas again, she's not frightened to shoot. And the rebound for Cote d'Ivoire. Just listen to the crowd here. The tension has intensified, and Ivory Coast conjure up a turnover.
It's a really smart decision from older sister Mariama Kouyaté. There was no space to penetrate Angolan defense has been back in position.
A smart no foul there by Angola. Concau almost tied up for 5 seconds. Good defense from the Ivory Coast. There was no backdoor cut on there. 3, Mpaka, but no points. Terrific rebound. And again, the Ivory Coast have the initiative with 3.5 to go in the 4th. They've had no overtime so far in this competition. Does the first overtime game beckon? Well, it doesn't if you throw up rubbish like that. If I'm not being too unkind. Lucas inside, she's fouled. That's what she was looking for. Both teams on 3 fouls. I'm not sure that's going to be judged to be a shooting foul. No, it isn't. End line ball, Angola. But Lucas, smart player that she is, wanted that foul to put the Ivory Coast in the penalty. They are now. Mpaka goes inside and lays up. That's, I would hesitate to call that lazy defense, more like no defense.
Exactly, there's no split line, and that's now killing at the moment Ivory Coast, because there's no one for that help to cover their penetration.
Last 3 minutes, and Angola lead by 3. That's a lovely spin move, and the foul, a good foul indeed by Whitney Miguel. She didn't want to give up 2 points and a bonus. She'll have to be satisfied with 2 shots. 4 fouls though, Whitney Miguel. And it is Kariata Diaby on the foul line. Vastly experienced player. I was about to say she's not going to miss in tight situations like this. She very nearly did, but it bounced in. It's a 2-point lead now for Angola.
Now again, it's going to depend on who's going to play smarter these last 2.5 minutes of the game.
Diaby makes the second. Her team trail by 1. Here's Lucas. There must be a signal when Lucas wants a screen. And Mpaka goes inside and misses. And then the ball is knocked off the hands of the Ivory Coast player. Smart play indeed from Mpaka. She missed the shot and then forced the turnover. And a reset to 24. It's a bullet-like pass. No 3 this time. And great team rebounding by the Ivory Coast. And that is 2 shots. We have the long walk down the floor for 2 free throws, with the team on the foul line trailing by 1. Well, when we've had Senegal and Mali here, we've had so much noise you could hardly hear yourself think, and the noise level has increased dramatically in this fabulous game. The last game on the penultimate day of the group stage.
It almost feels that whole arena is cheering the Ivory Coast team here.
And Djedjemel ties it up. And the Ivory Coast failed to take the lead. Now, there was a lane violation, but by the offensive team. So possession to Angola. My goodness me, we've waited 4 days for a game like this. It's tied with 2:20 to go. It's not tied any longer. Italy Lucas salutes the crowd. She's given her team a 3-point lead. If that goes in, it misses by a long way. And Miguel grabs the loose ball. Here's Lucas again. There is a signal for her to use the screen and shoot over it. I haven't identified what it is yet. Well, Concals has been mugged there. Well, that's a 3-shot foul. Smart play from Italy Lucas. And Kani Koyutu saying, I didn't touch a ref. But then she would, wouldn't she? And the expression on the face of Simon Golo there speaks volumes. Let's have a look. Yeah, she got the arm. Good call, referee. Yep. With a little help from Italy Lucas. Lucas makes the first. It's a 4-point game.
It's just incredible how consistent Italy Lucas is at this tournament from long distance shooting.
And from the foul line.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say if Angola will grab the win, it's just the superstar of the game, Italy Lucas, because there's no one really supporting her point-wise except for Baka and a couple more contributions. But if you look at the board, you see 27 points from Italy Lucas, and no one else is a double figures.
So under 100 seconds remaining, and it's a foul. It's a shooting foul. Well, not even Italy Lucas could avoid that. He wasn't actually Lucas, or did Lucas reach in? Getting her teammates together. 2 shots for the Ivory Coast, who trail by 5. Now they trail by 4 with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, a minute and a half. There's still loads of plenty time in basketball.
The elder Kuyati sister makes the first. Mariama. And the second. It's a 3-point lead for Angola. And some full court pressure. Well.
That's rewarded by the ball possession for Ivory Coast.
Well, let's see a replay of this. What happens? Miguel gets it back. My goodness me, actually the Ivory Coast player tapped it and Miguel was still standing out of bounds. It's mayhem in there. And a terrific rebound.
It's been a terrific defense now from Whitney Miguel on Diaby.
That was a waste for the Ivory Coast. They had possession and came up with absolutely nothing. Not a 3-pointer this time from Lucas. 65 seconds remaining in regulation. Angola by 3. That's clumsy. That is clumsy. Well, she wanted the foul. Mariama Kuyati. She's lucky she didn't get a travel violation. That was very clumsy. Timeout. The Ivory Coast, 62-65. Angola by 3, having trailed by 10. 1/10 of a second, under 1 minute remaining. Well, Mariama Kuyati distraught there. She can't believe she's just committed the turnover. But it's history. Forget it. You can't change it.
You have to keep your head high now for the last minute of the game, because Ivory Coast will need that experience from Mariama Kuyati.
They will also need the experience of Kariata Diaby, big-time player. And Coach Simon Goulot has seen a 10-point lead disappear. Remember the situation we're in. If Angola win, they win the group. They'll be 4-0 and no one can get anywhere near them. But if Ivory Coast can stage a recovery here and win, we'll have a 3-way tie at the top of the group. The other team in that 3-way tie will be Mali, who will be vastly superior in terms of points difference. I don't think there's going to be a big difference in the scores here. But will it be Angola or will it be the Ivory Coast who come out on top? 27 points to Italy Lucas. After a quiet start, you have to say. Here she is again.
Again, the isolation. We've seen this offense before. And one of the bigs coming on the screen to create that mismatch.
Now, Ivory Coast, don't foul late in the shot clock. It's in single figures now. Lucas makes the jump shot. It's a 5-point lead. 29 points, Italy Lucas. Don't foul now, Angola, no need. The left-handed shot misses, but they get the rebound. That's got to go in, and goes nowhere near. Good pressure from the Ivory Coast, but Italy Lucas handles it with consummate ease. 17 seconds, 5-point lead, and all she needs to do is run the clock. You've got to foul Ivory Coast, you can't let her run it. She doesn't even need to shoot, all she needs is to run the clock.
Yeah, and she knows it.
Oh! Almost falling on her backside, and the 3 counts. So Angola, with 7/10 of a second remaining, they're not going to play it out, but what a 3-pointer that was. Sitting on her backside almost. We have a timeout. 7/10 of a second remaining. Teresa, I confess I missed it. Who was that shooter?
That was number 6, if I'm correct. It's been Felizardo George, that lucky bank shot from 3-point line.
Does she practice that?
You know, I think every day. No, I doubt it. I think Italy Lucas even wanted to play till the end of the shot clock. But
now all the Ivory Coast are doing now, they've called a timeout. They have the ball in the front court. They want to score to lessen the loss. One would say. I don't think it's going to make any difference, even if they score here, because the Ivory Coast are trailing by 8. It's 62-70. Angola making another stirring comeback. Remember, against Mali, they came back from 5 points to 20 behind to win by 9. And they've done it again. They trail by 10, and that young lady there has scored 29 points in this stirring comeback. So the shot goes up. He misses by a long way, so that's the end of the game. So congratulations to Angola. Played 4, won 4. And the Ivory Coast, well, they will have to be content with 3rd place in the group with still 1 game to come. The Ivory Coast, they go 2-2. So Angola play the Central African Republic tomorrow. We'll assume they win that, unless we have the shock of all time. And Angola will win Group A, and they will play the 4th place team in the other group. And at the moment, that looks like Cameroon. Or it may be... No, sorry, it can't be Cameroon. Cameroon in this group. It's either Egypt. It might be Egypt. Yeah, we'll let you know that when the whole thing has been sorted out.
Could be Mozambique, actually. Them playing on the 4th position.
Thank you, Teresa.
You're very welcome, Roy. And we see that it's quite unusual that Ivory Coast grabbed 12 more rebounds than Angola, but at 43% from a long-distance shot, that's just a killing, and that's the game of Angola.
Lucas there, 27 points. I'd exaggerated slightly. I thought it was 29, but 27, that's good enough. Great game from the Angolan American. Used to play for the United States under-19 team. Now she's playing for the Angolan seniors.